Hello everybody and welcome. I'm going to now show you really quick how to get started on your Earth text assignment. First thing you're going to want to do is download it from Schoology, and then once you save it to your desktop, go ahead, hold Control on your keyboard, go open with Adobe Illustrator. Now once you get it open up in Adobe Illustrator, you're going to see that we have 6 different Earth documents here, and then you have your instructions on the side. We're going to kind of go through these one by one here really quick. First thing you're going to want to do just to get started is notice what typeface we have up here. So first thing you do when you get to each of these is look and see what typeface we're using. That's going to give you the best starting point just so you know what typeface to use. So first things first, let's go ahead and grab our text tool over here on our toolbar. We'll go ahead and we will type in all caps, Earth, E-A-R-T-H. Now what we need to do is we can select all of our type and go over here where we have our character, and I'm set in Essentials. And then we're going to go to our character and we're going to type in phosphate. Now this phosphate that we're using here is phosphate inline, so we can go ahead and select that. Now we need to grab our selection tool up here in our toolbar, and we need to make the type just a little bit bigger so it matches. I'm going to use my A as my reference point here, and I'm just going to stretch this out until we get to be about the same size. So it's looking like we're there here. This is an easier one. Notice that we might have to make this maybe the E a little bit bigger to fit. We might have to stretch some of these out, and that's okay. If that's what we have to do, that's what we have to do. So now that we have it roughly the same size that we're going to need, let's go ahead and we are going to select all of our type here. We're going to go to type up in our options bar and go down to create outlines. Now that we've created our outlines, we're going to go over here to where it says ungroup and click ungroup. Now once we've clicked ungroup, let's click on some white space here to deselect all this, and now we can move our letters individually here. So I got my E. Now the thing is, I saw a lot of folks working really close up on their screen or really far away, and they weren't able to get everything where they needed it to, and it became really frustrating for some folks, and I completely understand. So making sure you just spend that time just to zoom in and help yourself out. Now, if I look over here, I got this pretty close. I might not need to do a ton of adjusting, which I don't think I will. So I'm just going to be moving all of these around just to kind of bump it up. Now I got my E there. Easy. And then we'll go ahead, zoom out a little bit here, grab my A, move my A up here, see how well we fit. We fit pretty nice. Now, if you notice, I'm trying to get this in here and I'm having trouble because it wants to keep snapping to random points. If that's happening to you, you can go view and go down to where it says, it might say snap to pixel. You might want to make sure that that is unchecked. So there's not a check mark here. So you don't have to worry about that bugging you and trying to snap into a point that you just don't need it to be in. And all I'm doing here is going through and making these line up. Now, not all of these, okay, so not all of these are going to be this easy, mind you. This one is definitely the easiest. So when we kind of move through here, you're going to see that they get harder and harder the more you go along. Now, once you've gotten all of these adjusted here, what you're going to do then is go ahead and select all of your type that you just set, and then you can move that down below. Okay. And once you have it all figured out, you can even just take your eyedropper tool over here and you can go ahead and copy that like so. And then you're essentially going to have an exact copy right underneath. So I want you to have the same color, same everything. And if we go back to our instructions here, you're going to change that fill or stroke color to match, overlap your text over the provided, make sure that they match, and then you're going to go File, Save, and Submit. The way I want you to save is just save it as a PDF so I can go and take a look at it on my own. So save it as a PDF and you'll submit into Schoology.